Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, back to do part 2 of my killer doll or little toys or teddy bears or you know what I mean. We're into the top 10 and really excited to show you guys what's coming up. Of course, a disclaimer, some of you may not consider these killer doll films, but I do. And of course, this is just my opinion and how I view the films. So without further ado, let's get started. Coming in at number 10, Love Object. This movie is so cool. It's so uncomfortable. If anyone's seen this film, you know exactly what I mean. It's just to me, it completely blew me away. I'm not going to say too much about this film because I would like everybody to kind of go out and watch this one. If you can get your hands on a copy, it just, it completely blew me away. And this actually has, I believe the guy's name's Desmond Harrington from Dexter. Yeah, that's his name. Well, I'm pretty good today. I'm on the ball. Desmond Harrington from Dexter. But this movie is so much fun. Oh, wow. Yeah. I cannot recommend this strongly enough. Yeah. That's number 10, Love Object. Coming in at number 9, Dolls. This film is so much fun. This is one I'm probably going to upgrade as well. I don't know if you've noticed, but just about every single one of these films has gotten a Blu-ray release by now. Some from different companies, but yeah. Dolls is so much fun. Definitely, I think it's probably my second favorite Stuart Gordon film. Well, maybe my third, because there's Castle Freak and Reanimator. So, probably my third favorite Stuart Gordon film. It's just a ton of fun. That's number 9, Dolls. Coming in at number 8, Puppet Master 3. I love this film. Big fan of this one. This is so close to the original for me. One of the rules that Joe and I set that I probably should have told you guys earlier was only 2 per franchise if we're going to use it. So kind of like, this is kind of like a spoiler alert, I guess. But this is very close to the first one for me. This is where we learn the back history of Blade. And it takes place, you know, kind of World War II. Yeah, World War II, the Nazis and all that kind of stuff. I love this movie. Very close, very close. But coming in at number 7 is the original Puppet Master. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about this film that hasn't already been said. I love me some Puppet Master. Been one of my favorite series since '89 when this came out. It's either '89 or '90. But this is just so much fun. It's low budget. A lot of it's cheesy, but boy is it fun. And that is number 7, the original Puppet Master. Coming in at number 6 is Pin. And I pretty much decided to throw the rules out the door because, well, I don't really want to say anything about this. This is one that I think everybody should see if you're a horror fan. It's more psychological horror rather than, you know, a lot of the other types of horror that we watch. But this is a brilliant film. Definitely one of my favorites. Had a huge impact on me when I was renting this on VHS years ago. I believe this film is from 1988, if I'm not mistaken. And, yeah, I love it to this day. But that is, let me count backwards here. This is number 6, Pin. I can't keep track of my numbers. Coming in at number 5. You guys forgive me, though, don't you? Of course. is Curse of Chucky. This is such a cool film. After the turd that was The Seed of Chucky, which I still do watch occasionally. I do like some parts of it, not many, but some. This was just such a breath of fresh air, and the return of form to one of my favorite little guys, little killers, and that is Chucky. So that's why this comes in at number 5, The Curse of Chucky. Coming in at number 4, Dead Silence. This movie just blew me away. Like I said, I don't think we have enough killer ventriloquist dolls or, those kind of stories. And it was really fun to see this. This will always be one of my favorites. I don't know if this has a Blu-ray release. I'm assuming it does, or it did. Maybe I'll upgrade someday if it does. But, yeah. It's a really, really cool movie. Coming in at number 3, Tourist Trap. Again, a fantastic film. I had a tough time with my top 5, placing them in order. I always knew what my number 1 was, but 2, 3, and 4, and 5 were tough ones for me. This originally was a little bit lower, but this is just a fantastic film, and I love it. It's just goofy and quirky and creepy and just awesome. Just awesome. Love it. And that is number 3, Tourist Trap. Coming up, number 2, Child's Play. I've stated before that this has a lot of sentimental value for me. I went to see this with a really, really close friend of mine when it came out in the movie theater and absolutely loved it. Loved it ever since. I think it's a brilliant movie. Loved the story of Charles Lee Ray. Brad Dourif is incredible in this film. And actually, I don't think I've ever showed you guys this. Uh-oh. Loose disc, loose disc. There are several different discs in here. There's the original, and there's I think it's the 30th anniversary. Is that what it is? No, the 20th birthday edition, because why not? I made a double disc out of a single disc. Why not? So, yeah. That's number 2, Child's Play. And coming in at number 1, and anybody who knows my channel should know that this is number 1, is Magic. I've had an obsession with this film since I was probably 8 years old, 7 years old. The story behind this one, and maybe I'll do my horror story on this one, because there's a lot I haven't said, but this has in my opinion, this and Suspiria, I guess, those two have the creepiest trailers I have ever seen. And this one was so creepy, in fact, that it got pulled from the television screen because everybody was complaining that it was scaring their children. And I was one of them. One night I couldn't sleep. I went out to my dad, who was in the other room watching television, and this came on, and I literally almost crapped my pants. Yeah, it terrified me, which started my obsession with this film. I actually had a birthday party, I believe it was the 6th grade, where a bunch of friends came over and we watched this on video disc. It was either the 5th grade or the 6th grade, I can't remember, but one of those. And it's just one of my favorite movies altogether. Yeah. My favorite movie from Anthony Hopkins, his best performance in my opinion. And yeah, this movie is the bomb. And that is number 1, Magic. I would definitely like to know what you guys think. What are your favorites? I notably left out Demonic Toys for some reason, and it was actually on one of those multi-packs that I showed. So I'm going to give an honorable mention to Demonic Toys. I do love that film as well. But it didn't quite make the cut because I forgot about it. Don't tell anybody. But if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.